had no knowledge about climate change apart from the basics that we are taught in school, which is not sufficient. And I found myself in the Climate Academy by chance, to be honest. It was my teacher who asked me to become a part of it. The Climate Academy, what we do basically is at first we learn about systemic application to climate change. And the whole point is that casting our objectives into law is really important to have concrete actions to basically reduce the heating of the planet, but also all of the other thresholds, planetary boundaries that are existing right now. So this is what we do first. But then we have had the chance to have more field practice, I would say. This last March, we went to the European Parliament to talk with Green MEPs, European Parliament members, and it was a really interesting experience. But there are two things that I was able to retrieve from this experience. The first one is that basically there is no transparency coming from politicians in general. This was not such a big surprise, but seeing it in action was a real eye opener. To give a really concrete example, I remember at one point being told that numbers are not important, law is not important, policies are not important. What is important is that we do things and that Europe is far ahead from other countries in implementing solutions for climate change. And the second observation I was able to make, we really as young people, we lack knowledge concerning all the legal jargon, basically. And when you are not educated enough on a subject, it is really difficult to be able to be a part of a discussion and to be, I would say, it's aware of your rights as a citizen. I can just give a concrete example. For example, the Paris Agreement. I remember that in Belgium we had lots of demonstration from young people, from young activists, but for Belgium to ratify the agreement, basically. But when you look more at it, those are actually pledges. So there is nothing really making sure that all of these pledges are being respected or that we are going in the right direction. And when you look at concrete numbers, such as the numbers of catex, you can see that the emissions in CO2 are only increasing. So at least in our Western countries, of course, this disparity and this injustice was, I think, talked about in another Ecologue session. But yes, the fact that we lack the knowledge in legislative terms in politics is a big problem in taking part of discussions about it. And I'm lucky to be in a school where we have political science courses and also the Climate Academy, but it's not the case of all young people. And I think that it is a shame because we are deprived of our right to basically be able to be a part of a discussion which is going to determine our future. The Climate Academy has to be established in a school. On the website, you can start your own academy. There are manuals and books about different subjects.